distinct differences from other people. So God forbid someone's who already says Shabbos should be changed to say Shabbat. You should be proud of the fact you should say Shabbos. That is how you should be saying it, because you're an Ashkenaz, and we say Minhag Avosenu b'Yadenu, that the custom that your fathers had, you should have, right? So if your father was Ashkenaz and said Shabbos, you say Shabbos. And it doesn't matter if you're living.
That's exactly. I say Kiddush just the way my father does.
Well, that's a little different because you're a ger, so that's a little bit different, But
for me, the custom of my father is to me a law. Isn't that a famous Jewish saying?
Well, yeah, because we say Minhag Avosenu b'Yadenu, that
exactly
that the custom of your father is like that's how you follow. That's like a halacha that you follow what your parents did, right?
And Jesus said.
I'm not familiar with Jesus on this one, but his father was God.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so there's that. And another thing is when a Sephardim doesn't say Avosenu or Avosaini. I was in a Bills minyan once, right? I was in a Bills minyan. It was like mincha. I was like whatever, and I go into this Bills minyan, and they put this Sephardi guy at the Omer. He's going to daven, right? I'll never forget this. The guy was like fresh out of the army. He was a BT. He was Baal Tshuva type, right? And they put him up at the Omed, and he's totally Sfard, right? And like Bells normally says like Avosaini. They say Avosaini. I just remember this. And they get this guy up there, and he wants to like do it like everybody else does, right? Because he wants to be like their shliach tzibur and do the the chazanis exactly like they do. He can't break out of where he came from.
Yeah.
So he like screwed it up. He was trying to say Avosaini, and it came out Avotaini. Now, I don't know how funny that is to everybody else, but you had to be there. But to me, I was laughing my ass off because if you're going to go like the extra step,
I had Seinfeld did it once.
If you're gonna,
just like the crowd just went.
If you're going to try to do the bells thing, get the whole thing out. Say Avosaini. Don't say Avotaini, because once you've already done the Avotaini, once you put the Toph in there, just go with it. Say Avotenu. You know what I mean? Be like, because you just look like stupid. Anyways, you had to be there. All right, a little bit of drifting there.
So I knew these two girls.
Yes.
So one was named Liz and the other was named Anne. I mean, that's not their real name, but
okay.
They were Goyim.
Yes.
And they were converting to Orthodox Judaism.
Okay.
And I was closer to Liz than I was to Anne. And Liz and Anne, they like to drink a lot.
Okay.
And so, they'd get drunk pretty regularly on Shabbat, and they'd study for their conversion through the RCC. And so they're studying away for their conversion, and Anne says to Liz, "Hey, I love your sister. She's so hot. I'm going to pay for her to fly to New York with us on Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
And we'll all, get a hotel room and we'll have a blast."
Okay.
And so Liz said, "Oh, that's so sweet of you. That's so kind of you," and goes ahead and calls her sister, books the ticket.
Okay.
And comes back to
does this story have an ending?
Yeah, but it takes about 10 minutes.
Oh, God, we don't have it.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, Jesus.
So it comes back to Anne, and says, "What do you mean? I don't remember saying anything like that. You're trying to take advantage of me." And so Anne and Liz just fall out, and it's really, really tough. So I'm walking with Liz one day, and Liz says to me, "Levi, there's just something I need to tell you, but I can't tell you because I'm sworn to confidence." And she said, "There's this rabbi in the community who's like sexually taking advantage of Anne.
Okay.
And he wants to be an intimate part of her conversion to Orthodox Judaism. He wants to be there at the mikveh, and Anne goes to him for psychotherapy, and goes to the rabbi's house for psychotherapy, and the rabbi likes to lie in the bathtub and have her pee on him."
Okay, why are we bringing this up?
It's an amazing story.
It's because
this is a true story.
Because you think that this show suffers when there's no sex talk in it. Isn't that the real reason?
This is an amazing story.
Or is this because you're addicted to, compelled to discuss sex all the time?
I'm addicted to love. I'm guilty of love in the first degree. So this rabbi was just like sexually abused, taking advantage of her.
I hate this story. Can I just put this on the record? I hate this story. Okay.
And so he would teach her, "Oh, you need to like leave your non-Jewish family and friends behind because you're being reborn as a new person, and while you're in this conversion process, you really need to let those other people go from your life so that you can live a Torah life. What he was really doing is he was isolating her so that she could be his prey, and he could prey on her and take advantage of her because she didn't have many friends and she didn't have many connections.
Right.
So that's what was going on, but Liz couldn't tell me because she was bound to confidence. Like, she'd been told these things in confidence. So she said, there's a rabbi in the community who's taking advantage of people, and I wish you could write about it, Levi. And I said, well, I wish I could write about it too. And I said, so is it so-and-so? And she said, no.
Am I wrong here? Is there anyone in the audience right now who has a clue what this guy's talking about?
And then I got the guy right on the third time.
Okay.
I nailed it. And apparently Anne had gone to Rabbi Weil at Beth Jacob and confessed about
No names,
problems.
sir. No names.
No, she was like...
Want another water, by the way?
Yeah, I'd like another water.
Okay.
You can just fill it up. I don't want you to have to...
No.
I don't want you to go
Initial
broke.
failure. Okay, keep going. Keep going. You're on
So it ended up that Anne, just before Liz is about to finish her conversion with the RCC, Anne calls her up and says, "Oh, Liz is friends with Luke Ford."
that was like the...
And that was like pretty much the coup de grace.
That was the Makapakdush.
And also she was, her ex-boyfriend, Liz's ex-boyfriend, may not have been her ex-boyfriend. They may have been together.
Uh-huh.
He didn't want the surus going through the conversion process because they went to the RCC together, and the RCC said, "Oh, if you're going to convert, well, you, young man, we want to make sure you're davening every day. So where are you davening? We want to keep tabs on you." And he said, "I'm out of here. I don't want this aggravation." He was a Baal Tshuva, and he wasn't so frum. He didn't want the aggravation, so he said, "I'm out of here." So his girlfriend wants to marry him. So she says, "Okay, we'll break up for a while so I can get this conversion done." Well, the conversion's taking 3 years.
And this story is taking 3 weeks.
It's a great story.
Is it a great story?
So she ends up getting kicked out of the RCC conversion program.
I don't think I'm alone here on this.
Just
tighten this thing up. Double park, man. Get this
just
thing
as
over
she's
with.
about to graduate, she gets kicked out of the RCC program. And she just decides to chuck Judaism altogether, and she goes off, and she's now engaged to her Shagets.
Okay.
She's totally
done. Slap, done.
And she just disappeared.
Okay.
No one's seen or heard from her.
What is the relevance of any of this to anything?
I thought it was a great story.
Okay, you know what? I think it's a terrible story. I think it has no relevance. I think you just killed our viewers. You brought down the show
I think it's
to the
really
level of a
important
toilet. No, and I don't think I'm alone here. You know what? I think that let's bring in one of our audience members and let's find out what other people have to say about that. Are you good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, you have a nice seat. You go sit in the corner. I'm going to bring up one of my audience members right now. You come up here and you have a seat right here, young man. You have a seat right here. You have a seat right here. What's your name, by the way? Do we know who you are?
I'm Matis. I'm a nephew.
Hey,
everybody.
Okay, so this is my nephew Matis. Say hello, everybody. Say Matis.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, and you're married, are you not?
Yes, just recently.
Okay, so shout out to your wife. How's that?
To a woman.
Okay, you can do it.
Okay, so there's that. All right, so you've been sitting here on the couch, right, in the audience tonight?
Yeah, but I've been playing Warcraft, so I haven't really been paying much
You've been
attention.
playing Warcraft, have you, right? So let me ask you this. If we put a Warcraft up here, all right?
On the 60-inch?
On the 60-inch, would you be willing to fund us?
What?
I heard you're getting it. You just graduated college.
Yes, sir.
Let's give a big round of applause to Matis, who just graduated college. You got a job coming up?
Yes, sir.
And you're going to have to give tzedakah because you follow Torah, do you not?
Yeah.
This would be a great way to get started with what a bigger mitzvah than to support the Torah talks, because we're teaching so many Seventh-day Adventists about what they're doing. So this would be a great way to spend. Then you could put Warcraft up there and...
All right, yeah, I could...
yeah, and then...
that's brilliant, actually.
And I'll tell more stories.
Oh my God, no. Okay, how about
actually,
this?
yeah, no, wait, can I... No, that's a great idea.
Go ahead.
I think if I'm gonna sponsor, it's definitely for more
More
Levi stories.
More Levi stories? How about paying that we just shut Levi up?
I don't know, but
how much would it cost to shut Levi up?
Why did they call those Hasidim or people who go around and just tell holy stories? What's a storyteller?
A Hanuk?
Another word.
A Hanuk.
Oh no, there was a famous guy like no, it's a
Maggid.
The Maggid. I am like a modern day Maggid. I tell inspiring Torah stories, and people get so excited about Torah. that they go out and they